onboarding, and maybe you've had this awesome, experience, this awesome career. What is your style of leadership if you were to boil it down?
I think my biggest priority as a leader, like with the people I work with, is to make sure that they feel accomplished and productive in whatever their role is. So I take that pretty seriously. That's, something that I really love about, being a leader or a manager of people is making sure that they're able to reach the goals that are important to them. And I found that, if you stay focused on that and on making sure that your team members are feeling fulfilled and accomplished and learning new skills and building on things that are important to them, it's such a great thing for the business too. It just, the whole company works better. So I've been trying to stay very aware of that while also keeping, my eyes focused on the business objectives just in general. And that can be hard. It can be hard to try to blend both things and be very aware of the human side of the business while also making sure that we're focused on the business side of the business. But those things usually, what I've seen is when the people are happiest and feeling very fulfilled and accomplished in their roles, it benefits the whole company.
Love it. Now, when you have someone who's maybe not a good fit, I mean, what's the process for you in terms of coaching them or reassigning?
I have had, just over the years, I've managed a lot of teams. And what I have found is that you can usually tell when someone has reached the point where they are just not feeling their job. And I've even been in that role myself as an employee. When you kind of pull up to work and you're like, I just don't want to be here, that's just not a good feeling. And I, as a manager, when I've had that situation occur with someone on my team where I could just tell their heart's not really in it, they seem really distracted, it's important to know them and, well enough that you can have a pretty candid conversation. And sometimes it's that, they're having some sort of personal issue that they need to work through and they need some support to work through. And in that case, it's important for the manager, I think, to be respectful of that and try to give them the resources they need. If it does turn out that it's actually just their job and they have some specific concerns about it, or they want to do something that's not necessarily a priority to the business, then I also think it's important to have a good conversation and be able to coach them out of the company too, so that they can really feel happy and fulfilled. I think that life's too short for anybody to be in a job where they're not happy. And as a manager, it's important to tap into that and change things when we can and when it makes sense for the employee and for the business. But if that can't be done, then I think it's also important to be just a good, mentor for the person and help them find something that is a better fit, even if that means leaving the company.
That's a great way to put it.
In that case too, I think it's also, you get the benefit for the employee who can go into a role in a company where they are a better fit and they can be happier. But then you get the benefit for the company where you get someone new in that role who wants to be there and wants to be producing and meeting certain, goals and things that help the company move ahead. So it's just better for everybody. It's just having that conversation can sometimes feel like a hard thing to do, but everybody's better off for having it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a great way to put it. Coach them out of the company.
Yeah.
We were talking with Simone, he's from HCO, and we were talking about, when you have to let someone go, it's wildly uncomfortable, but here at 97th Floor, we have an alumni network. And a percentage of the alumni are people who have been let go at one point from 97th Floor. And it's our CEO, Wayne, who's done a really incredible job about saying, okay, here's what's happening now, and validating them as a person.
Yeah,
and then following up with them and, keeping them close in that regard. And it's just really cool when we all come back together and it's like, wow, this is the legacy.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just
great.
be the people that work here right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody has different priorities and goals for their own life and personal circumstances that kind of factor into how they make those goals and decisions. And I think just remembering that we're all just people and we can help each other. And sometimes that looks like helping you be in a job at this company, and we're going to help you be successful in it. And sometimes it's recognizing it's not a fit anymore and helping them go somewhere where they can be really happy. It's just, I think everyone's better off for working that way.